everyone, and welcome to the first Fantasm streaming
Woo-hoo!
event. Yeah. So just a brief intro of who we are, what we do. Anyone who's here probably already knows that, but it's all good. But we are a team of 3 artists, and we make chibi badges, and we make like 800 of them in batches of like 1,000, and it's amazing. But we are consisted of 3 people. We just had 3 conventions with those 3 people split up this last weekend for Labor Day. That's like the weekend for conventions. So we had Andrew over here,
Hello.
who literally walked in the door like 5 minutes ago. He was in
Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona. And I was here, or close to here. I was in Salt Lake for Salt Lake City Comic Con, and Brittany, who's probably joining us on the chat here at some point, was in Texas, I think.
Texas.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure. She was in San Japan.
So that is who we are, and for our first live stream tonight, we are going to draw some Fullmetal Alchemist characters. Because literally, like, the first character we drew when we decided to start doing this was Edward Elric, because we were like, who should we start with? The favorite? The favorite. It's Edward. And that's mostly Brittany. If she was here, she would be geeking out right now about it. Although Andrew and I did both grow up with it. So, I've got here a head base that I use for all of the badges to keep the size consistent. Characters that aren't as cute, I guess, I'll draw a separate head base for, but I have a head base and then an Osumatsu as our size that I'll just flip on and off to make sure I'm getting everything about right. But we're going to be drawing Gluttony first because Brittany, who's not here, wants to draw Lust and Envy herself. So she might live stream that later as an unscheduled thing, but I'm gonna go ahead and start with Gluttony. So let me get a reference picture here. Maybe. Unless the internet doesn't like working for me, then I will pull it up on my phone. You guys can't see my reference picture then, sorry. All 3 of you who are here, one of which is probably Brittany and the other which is probably Andrew.
No, I'm trying to get in.
Oh. I wonder if I'm included in the 3. I don't know. I've never done this before.
This is a brand new thing for all of us.
It is. I should start actually doing something on the screen though to make it look interesting at least, even though it's not. Okay. Let's make Gluttony. Let's get a picture up, and so we just use the pencil tool and a general color swatch and a 9 line width in Paint Tool Sci. If anyone's been wondering what program we use, the answer is Paint Tool Sci because it's so much more user friendly than Photoshop is, and I for sure am not super tech savvy. Andrew is. Andrew is the tech savvy one.
I try.
He literally does all our tech stuff. That's why this is so discombobbled, is because he has been driving the last 7 hours to try to get here to help me. But I'm the one who set it up, so it's...
Last 10, actually. I woke up at 6 this morning to get on the road.
And how does that make you feel?
Very tired.
Yeah.
But I did manage to cut a ridiculous amount of chibi badges, so...
Oh, that's good.
That's a plus.
So Dad drove with you to some point, and then you drove from there?
Yep. Dad drove with me to Vegas, and then I got my car that was in Vegas, because I just barely moved back up to Utah.
So should we do him with his tongue sticking out so we can see his tattoo on his tongue?
That's probably a good plan.
Yep.
First of all, for you people in the chat, this is our brand new mic setup. Are we talking loud enough? Are we far too quiet? Let us know.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe if we're too quiet. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
If we're too loud.
And tweet if we're too loud.
Good. If we get any tweets, we'll know.
Yep.
Nope. Yeah. I don't.
Are we
like
doing the Luffy button eyes?
We are, because he has
Good.
the Luffy button eyes.
That is true.
And he's also just a little sad. I don't know. Is he too sad? With his little nose.
If we have the finger going up to the mouth, then no.
Well, no, he's not too sad. Okay.
Yeah.
So finger to mouth and tongue out. It'll look more like a tongue when we actually draw it, but or draw the rest of it. But we do need to give him a little nose here. Not too big though. So
He does have a decent sized nose.
He does. So in future live streams, Brittany will also be drawing, and Brittany's actually the one who started out doing the chibi badges. I joined her around the time that we made the horrible decision to try to do every canon character in My Little Pony because we were going to BronyCon and we got like really excited. So I've done a lot less of these than she has, and I'm actually copying her style. So she is just naturally much faster than I am. But, you know, we have so many characters we want to do and we can't. She couldn't keep up on all of them, I guess, by herself, so.
Yep. Let's check in with chat real quick. We're trying to get myself set up in chat moderation.
But I don't think anyone's actually on chat yet. I hope I actually have mic turned on, because if I don't, then we're just talking to ourselves. I think I do.
Well,
I don't have any settings different than when I did a test this morning, which basically consisted of me just like screaming and being like, why isn't this working?
do you need me to call Brittany and make sure that the audio's actually going through?
I think more than that would be better for you to get a
charge
thing
cord
set up, yeah.
to get on chat. That sounds good.
Yeah,
Where would
why is my charge cord not working with that computer? They should be the same
well they should.
kind of thing. We're trying to use an old computer that we haven't used in a while because I didn't set up Andrew's. I probably should have. Okay.
There will be a firm and swift I told you so. I told you so.
Dang it. Well, I didn't think you'd even be here in time for this. You made, like, record time through that stupid...
I made record completely 100% legal the whole way speed limit time.
That's right, it's important. It's very important to be...
Vital.
You know, I don't know what about this drawing is looking a little like Winnie the Pooh to me, but it kind of works.
I think it's the pot belly.
It probably is. But I don't know, he's never reminded me of Winnie the Pooh in the show, but right now, it's got like a really, really attractive leg here. So
Oh.
yes, strong.
That
French rose.
I love like the old jester sock that it had going on.
I'm probably making him too tall. I think no, that's about right. He's a shorter character, right?
Yeah.
He needs little chubby legs. There we go.
There it is.
That's what I was looking for. Okay. Wait.
And then big beefy arms.
Wait. Nope. Too much though. His little hand.
Aw.
No. Bruce probably
that
in chat like this looks awful, Emily. Don't.
Does that elbow need to come up a bit?
Yes, this elbow needs to be destroyed.
Those are really uneven arms.
Not
I'm glad that he
quite
can
as
count
bad.
on his toes with his fingers.
Yeah. Not quite as bad
Hello?
as Mikleo.
Oh, you figured out how to get on the chat?
You can't
Oh.
figure it out?
Brittany,
You probably can't do it on your phone, Brittany, if your sister has a computer.
are you
Like,
trying
I'm
it on
talking
your
to
phone?
someone on the phone. That would be Brittany.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out as well. I don't even know where the live stream is on the chat. But oh, okay. I will check that out. I will see if I can moderate it. Where's the charge cord for your laptop? That is a great question. Yes, thank you.
Is it still too long of an arm?
That's about right. Okay, real quick, are you hearing our audio? Are we? Okay, so it's really quiet. We should be fixing that.
Oh. Hey.
So.
How is it going?
Okay, well, text me if we're being too quiet. We'll try and figure something out.
We're doing a very professional live stream right now.
Bye.
Sorry, I didn't get here sooner.
No, you good?
I had to make a stop.
You are totally fine.
Old man bladder.
Booked it. Oh, I had to do the same for gas. Well, not bladder gas, but...
So for the 1 or 2 people listening, our dad just walked in. Andrew and I are siblings, and he's the guy that made all this possible. That is, because when I was in high school doing this for fun, he was the one who was like, no, this isn't a waste of time or money. You're doing okay. It was lies back then, but...
Alright, you lovely people. I am trying to get all up close and personal with the microphone. Hopefully this will help our volume issues that apparently we're having. If not, then like, comment, subscribe. Also, do please let us know in the chat, any of you who are listening.
I'm just gonna talk loud and obnoxious because I don't want to lean over there. Also, I'm sick, so my voice is cracking really bad. Jeez.
Voice crackers.
So is that arm still just... They're off, right? Like, this one's still, like, it would go down to here.
A little bit. You're not including the redundancy in the elbow.
I guess. So it would only go down to, like, here, but it would still be, like...
Maybe not quite that long, but...
It's still a little... It's Choto.
It's a Choto.
So I do not just use the transform tool all the time. For anyone who's wondering.
We just realized that with the arrival of Life Giver here, we have another machine, which hopefully, fingers crossed here, will allow me to use chat.
That would be good.
We'll find out. And not Miraculous Ladybug chat either. Better than this, which is doing nothing.
Do you ever think about how, like, every character we have that's like, oh good, I'm so glad this is a unique name and we're not gonna have another one of these, like, ever, and then, like, something new comes out, but they've got a character with that name that you were, like, so happy was so obscure?
Yeah, I remember having that thought with Riza Hawkeye, and going, well, yeah. I guess we'll never ever have a character with the same name. And then Avengers came out and Hawkeye was popular. And there went that.
I do remember that. It was a bummer. I ran out of Riza Hawkeye at Salt Lake City Comic Con, which made me really happy. She was always my favorite. But I know Fullmetal Alchemist just isn't as popular as it used to be.
We had a Riza Hawkeye cosplayer down in Phoenix. Shout out to the Riza Hawkeye cosplayer if you are one of the 4 people listening in right now.
Also, if any of the 2 at Salt Lake that I didn't have Rizas for on the first day, if you're in the comment, then
we are...
Comment, jeez, in the chat.
If you yourself are a comment...
Yes, then I'm really surprised that you were able to cosplay so well as a comment.
It's true.
Okay, so I think that's it for lines on him. He's a pretty easy...
Do we need more detail in the shirt, or is that color only?
That's color only. I mean, look at him. He's wearing. It kind of looks like that thing you tried on that one time in the thrift store.
The wrestler's leotard.
It was like 3 sizes too small. It was a beautiful thing.
You gave me something, and then I pressed a single button, and it went away. Okay, there we go.
Okay. So I didn't clean up the lines in Gluttony here because his outfit is like entirely this color, so it's just gonna go over the lines anyway. So look, now it looks like him a little more than it did at least. So, talking about Fullmetal Alchemist, I have a surprising amount of people ask me for the original show and not Brotherhood. And as someone who grew up reading the manga and not watching the anime, that kind of like offends me. I don't know, like it shouldn't, because I know that, like, if you don't have the like the manga to compare it to, then it's decent, you know. It's like a good show on its own. It did well and whatever, but I don't know, like Brotherhood is just so much better. Should we give him like a glistening bald spot?
Quite possibly.
So Andrew's still trying to figure out how to log on to chat.
I believe I'm into chat.
Oh, are
Let
you?
me.
I'm more into Ladybug personally, but.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
What email do we have under here? Take a brief moment to log me in, if you will.
Oh, do you need to actually
So I can
be...
officially moderate.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
They're apparently about 5 minutes behind us.
I hope it's not having streaming problems because of my internet here. Because Andrew logging into chat will not help with that at all. Will actually make it worse. Oh look, people are in the chat. There's Brittany in the chat telling us to not talk about Micleo. Should we talk about Micleo?
Let's please talk about Micleo. We'll have at least 5 minutes to talk about Micleo.
You know, I kind of like the shiny bald spot. I think I might keep it.
I actually get quite enjoying that. Wow.
Shoot, okay.
Yeah, you're still in Elbow Town over here on the chat.
I know. I was just doing the shinies like to be funny, but I think I'm actually gonna do them like I would hair shinies to make it like fit stylistically. No, it looks worse. Dang it. Had a good thing. I should have left it there. There we go. Oh, he's beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do his tattoos now. And I'm gonna do it on another layer because I'm not confident enough in my own skills. Yes, I should do it on this now. So Micleo was Brittany's favorite character. Anyone who's on this chat and for some reason decides to be on next week's chat too should definitely ask Brittany all about Micleo. Except Brittany. Brittany should not ask Brittany all about Micleo. What does this dragon look like? I hate doing fine details on the chibi badges. I always feel like I'm not doing them well enough. Like, I know it's gonna print, like, minusculely tiny, especially if we do actually get laser cutter and switch these to acrylic. It's gonna be... Does it look like he's eating a worm? Should we maybe not have the tongue out?
It looks like he swallowed an exit sign. That or he's halfway through a Sour Patch Kid, TM. Brand deal up in here.
It's like, look, my tongue is frowning. It's very unhappy to see you. How do they make it look like a tattoo in this? I guess just the fact that you know it's a tattoo.
I guess.
Let's try changing the color up and making it more detailed. That's a little better. I don't know, I'll finish with everything else and then decide if I like it. See everything else like there's a ton more to do. I'm gonna basically just draw a tattoo on this arm because I don't think we'll be able to see it on the other arm. personally apologize for not being as good as Brittany is at this because, first off, I'm using her tablet, so I'm not really used to the settings here. And second off, I'm just not as good at digital art as she is, so she's always just like, waha, one line and I'm done. And I'm like, I need to do that same line like 15 times before it actually works correctly. Does that look more like a tattoo now that he's also got one on his arm? I think it does. I think it's looking pretty good. Actually, I'm not sure what else to do with it. I think it's done.
That's looking good to me.
Right, there's Gluttony. That's great because that actually puts us on schedule. I was afraid it would take me like 4 hours to draw one. Okay, what were the other ones Brittany wanted me to draw?
Good question.
I think Scar was one of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Although I think she wanted to draw Scar. Ooh, let me pull up my messages here. Oh, she wanted me to do Armstrong, but I don't want to do that one on the chat because abs are really, really hard, especially on a chibi.
Well, especially on Armstrong, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. That is correct. Okay. And there's compared to Osamatsu.
So, I am currently chatting with some of you lovely people, and you will be hearing this about like 5, 6, 7 minutes later. But our firmest and fondest apologies on the delays in the stream. Like we said, we all just got done with a convention with ourselves and helpers, which were all lovely, by the way. So we haven't quite had the time we've wanted to get the stream prepared. We're kind of flying by the seat of our pants on this one. We will reevaluate our internet connection, test out some of our streaming options, and all of that. But thank you nonetheless for you guys coming out to support us and watch us kick off some of our badges here.
Is Dante an old woman? I never actually saw the original because, like, I just read a synopsis and was like, this is stupid. But I'm like I'm looking at pictures of Scar and it's like, this is Dante. And it's like this old lady. Is she an old lady?
Not that I remember. All I remember was...
Who's the old lady?
No, she was around Rose's age that I remember. Or at least that was her appearance. All I remember is she did an awful lot to try and slow dance with Edward.
Yeah. That's basically the thing that I read that made me just decide to never watch the original anime. And just kind of stick with the manga. Okay, so as far as outfits on Scar, we want to do the one where he's got, like, his jacket on, right?
Yeah, I think we need the classic one there.
I'm having a really hard time finding a reference picture, and, like, in my mind I was like, oh, that's because I'm not looking up his real name. And I remembered I have no idea what it is. Friggin' no idea, no. Wipe.
Ah, yes.
Shosuke. Which, if you haven't seen, by the way, the Four Koma Theater, I think is what they called it, for Fullmetal Alchemist. Anyone out there? Just do yourself a favor and watch it, because it's one of the funniest things that has ever happened. The thing is, I need a really good reference of his arm, because it's got, like, that tattoo that's really intense, and I'm gonna... Oh, which means I guess I can't have him in his jacket. So we want to have jacket or tattoos?
You could do like that one there and have the jacket on one arm.
You know, I actually did that in junior high school.
Good.
Yeah, I was too cool for school.
Too cool for both of them.
Yeah. Well, no, it was just I wanted to wear a jacket because I thought that was like... So, you know, like, back in the day when you had to have, like, your signature style thing to make you cool, because, like, Pashmina had a scarf, and, like, Ash had a hat, and, like, everyone who was cool in my stupid world had, like, a thing going on that made them special. And it was always, like, some fashion statement, so I was like, my thing's gonna be a jacket. And then I remembered that it was summer in Utah, and it was just way too hot. So... Oh, good. Now I'm getting pictures of Scar from
Scar from the Lion King! Good. Can we just Chimera that?
I'm sure it's been done. I am pretty much positive that that's happened. Why is it so hard to find a good reference picture of him? Jeez.
Alright, so we're getting requests in the chat, who will hear this like 6 to 7 minutes later, to talk about the Kickstarter a little bit. We are still nailing down the details with some of it. Sorry, I got distracted by chat. And again, not Ladybug chat.
I was gonna say those ears, man. Just
I know. Just so handsome. Hi, Brittany. You're interrupting me talking about the Kickstarter.
Hey, ask her how we want to
What?
draw Scar.
Yeah, I can see. I can see our progress. Yes, I can. Indeed. Yeah, so we're going to
Should
keep
I
working with that
stop
and
streaming while I
experiment
look
stuff.
For a reference picture? I didn't realize it would take this long.
Okay, bye.
Okay,
Future chat, Brittany, you're a dick. Nah, I kid. We love you.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause the stream here and continue it after I find a good reference picture. So
Hopefully this will let all you lovely people catch back up to us.
and when you do catch up, please tell me if you want him with or without his jacket. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, I started streaming. We may have just like not actually been streaming this whole time that we thought we were. All the unfunny things we've said might have just been lost. Andrew, push the refresh button and see if it's streaming now. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not sure what it's gonna give him. And there we are, yeah, okay. So yeah, I guess we skipped this. So, we've drawn this much of Scar. He's grumpy. Sorry y'all missed that.
Yeah, that was the wittiest banter and
Yeah.
the best of Japanese that I'm sorry everyone missed out on. The good news is you're no longer like 20 minutes behind. The bad news is we clearly have no clue what we're doing.
With the streaming or with the drawing or with both?
Yes?
So you missed me doing like I'm a strong independent man type of thing.
Strong,
Maybe
independent
flexing.
Ishvalan. Oh yeah, that sweet My Little Pony macaroni arm.
It's not quite as good as Purple Guy's noodle that he carries around. But pretty close.
Hello?
That was Brittany
Hi.
calling and being like, "What are you guys doing with this stream? It's a mess."
Is it? No, are you seeing us drawing Scar right now?
So, for everyone wondering why this stream is such a mess, the answer is because we're incompetent.
Okay.
And, yeah, that's basically it. Andrew's talking right now to Brittany, who's
Okay, we'll figure something out. Yeah,
super
we'll talk about it later because we want these to
super
be
happy.
documented YouTube videos too.
with how this is going, just by the sound of it.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we're gonna get our stuff together here, figure out what we're doing with our lives. Besides, really working on Scar's neck here. What does Brittany have to say?
Brittany has to say that we will be experimenting with different streaming services throughout the week so that everything will be nice and smooth for next week. So,
Unlike Scar's rugged shoulders here, he is looking just nice and like he has a way too long arm. So
really too
we're
long.
gonna
Hoof arm.
do that a little bit. It's not a hoof. There's his little thumb.
Oh, it's a little. Okay, that makes a little bit.
Hoof.
It looks like a clove. He is a llama. Oh yes.
And here's his other little cloven hoof, and he's like, meh.
I hate
And
it
this
when my
one's
hooves are at 90-degree
tentacle.
angles. Wow.
He's a chimera now, guys. Everyone, all hail Chimera Scar. He's wonderful. Yeah, it's a thumb. I will do my best to actually like make that look more like a thumb. Better?
Slightly.
Not really. That's like
That
there's
still looks like a
stick.
cloven hoof.
There's like a stick stuck in it now.
He is firmly
Yeah.
grasping that stick.
Okay, is that better? That's better. It'll probably definitely not look like a cloven hoof when it's in color, and clearly not a cloven hoof.
Yep. For those of you 2 minutes in the past now, because the YouTube video keeps lagging behind, wondering what's going on, we tried to pause the recording while we looked up some stuff of Scar, trying to get a good reference picture.
Which is still not happening, by the way. I'm jumping back and forth between 3 or 4.
Yes. So, working on that, and then we thought we resumed the stream. Apparently we resumed recording, but not streaming. So maybe somewhere deep within the annals of time, there is all the witty banter from the 10 minutes that we were apparently just talking to each other and not streaming it. So now you should be up to date with the stream, except for now it's not. But anyways, there was a little break in there. That's why you came back to like a half-finished sassy Scar.
Girlfriend. That's the pose he needs. His arm needs to be up here like, And it's like, I told you so. I'm really tired. It has been quite a week here with all of the people splitting up to do other conventions and such. Did we ever actually talk about the Kickstarter?
No, we didn't. So let's jump into that. Also, you do need to be slightly louder.
Okay! My throat's not at all hurt, so my voice won't crack at all.
We make no promises, but we will do our best. So, talking of Kickstarter, I'm assuming those of you listening at least right now know somewhat of it. Our Kickstarter will be launching October 20th. The goal of the Kickstarter is to be able to get a sorry, words elude me right now. We are trying to get
Words astound me.
Indeed. But no, we are trying to get a laser cutter and a UV printer so that we can print all of our badges as double-sided acrylics, have them laser cut. The machinery will allow us to add a lot of precision that we aren't able to get currently because we're doing it by hand. It will also alleviate the hands-on aspect, some of it. Obviously, we'll still be putting the personal hands-on touch to all of our badges and designs, but it will help alleviate some of the monotony and the physical strain and stress of things like cutting out thousands of badges for days on end.
If any of you were at one of the conventions this weekend, I'm sure you saw us struggling to keep up because we just didn't have time to make anything completely.
Yeah.
That won't be a thing anymore. I put his crotch too low. I was like low right in here.
Ah, gangster Scar. Represent. And then some of you were asking about the rewards that we have going on as well. That is something that we're still deciding. We have a lot of new product ideas that we've been working with that we're going to try once, again, we have a little bit more time on our hands, courtesy of machines helping us out here. But the things that we know we do have for sure, we're going to have... for people who are backing to the level in which you're getting badges, which I think will be all but the dollar join our stream
I think
tier.
so, yeah. We're trying to make it pretty easy to get.
Yeah, so starting from the bottom up, as is customary. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I should not be doing this. But as is customary to a Kickstarter, our $1 tier will be our stream where we will have a couple different videos We'll give you all the goings on and the updates with how the Kickstarter is going, and then upon a successful completion, some of the status updates of the badges and the rewards as well. We will also have a couple free, well, free maybe is not the word, but complimentary wallpapers that we will be live drawing as part of our streams to any and all of our backers as part of that. And we'll have them.
I believe that's every third live stream. So this live stream is weird because Brittany's not here. But for every live stream in the future, Brittany will draw for an hour, and then I will draw for an hour. And we'll have a list of characters we want to get done, but we'll just systematically go through and see how many we can do in that time.
Yep. But we will still have all the characters that we want to get done ready for our Kickstarter backers, which leads us into the next tier. Starting at the $5 tier, we're still cementing what will be in the higher tiers, but that we will start introducing the badges. Yeah.
Not about the right skin tone. Every picture I've looked at has a different skin tone.
That looks right. A little bit darker than normal.
Yeah.
Maybe a slight bit darker.
Maybe more red than yellow. Or maybe I just need to be a bit less. That looks about right.
That looks about right.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, we keep getting distracted. So then we will start with the badges. We will have individual badges available, as well as we will keep our infamous buy 4, get the 5th for free. We will also be introducing a Squeeba badge. For those of you who don't know Squeeba, that's the little ghost that we have squeeing on all of our
I think she's the
business cards.
Oh
yeah, you should be able to see her as the icon of our YouTube channel. So we will have her available as a Kickstarter backer only acrylic badge. We have some fun stuff coming up in higher tiers, but again, we're still working on getting everything cemented, and I don't want to say something now just to have it be not true later.
Yeah. Although if you guys have anything you want to see in a tier, comment, let us know.
Indeed. We're always open to suggestions and willing to hear some ideas.
I'm going to be pretty vague with it, but I personally am hoping we can do like a ultimate fandom package where you choose a series or a character, and if it's one we don't have, then like a commission of drawing it, and then get like literally everything we can make of that. So you get like a copy of the actual file from We Draw It, and you get like a good picture, like one of Brittany's really nice print illustrations. And
again, some ideas we're throwing around. We'll let everyone know as things become more concrete. But for right now, the cool things that we have set in stone are the badges that you see us working on right now, as well as an exclusive Squeeba badge, and some fun wallpapers for everyone who helps out as well. And then we'll have some fun stuff in the higher up tiers, so look forward to that.
We also have like live streaming happening. That's part of this whole event. And we have a webcomic too that I guess we should probably like post
we shall
link to somewhere. I don't know. Again, I'm not usually the person who does this type of behind the scenes stuff. That's usually Andrew when he has not been here. So we'll be much more organized in the next couple days because Andrew will be here. Yay!
Yay! I'd like to point out being here physically, not just.
True. Look, he's been here emotionally the whole time. I was calling him like, I can't get this figured out, like all day today, which is why he booked it home. Man, you made some crazy time on that.
Again, completely legally.
Yes.
110%.
Stay in school, kids.
Yes.
Unless that school day is also convention day, then go to the convention for that day and skip school.
Let your teachers know.
Yes, let your teachers know. Like, get permission from your parents, but they'll probably be cool with it. I don't know. Our parents are cool with it, but
yep.
because we got cool parents. I really feel like I did that just because everything looks fine like that. that part of Scar's hair, and then we got this part, which is a bit darker. It's too hard to see these reference pictures. So that is one thing we will definitely do in the future, is we will have reference pictures ready to reference. And do you guys want to see the reference pictures on the screen, or do you like just seeing me draw here? Let me know.
Indeed. Also, future Brittany, this is all your fault.
What's future Brittany's fault?
Our incredible unorganization.
No, Brittany is not the one in charge of organizing. No. That's me. I got sick, and I was really, really overwhelmed with
I really just wanted to blame Brittany.
Yeah.
We're kidding. We love you, future Brittany.
And sorry to you people, and thank you, by the way, to you people who did actually, join in this first live stream while we're still working out the kinks. We didn't worry too much about working them out, because I honestly didn't think anyone would be joining us today. I thought it would be us and Brittany. So that's a really nice surprise that people actually are.
Yep, we appreciate it. We love you guys, and we're doing our best to make sure that these streams will be as fun and entertaining as possible.
Yeah. Okay, what do Scar's pants look like? Let's try to find that. I think they are this color.
Indeed. And what I think was lost in the break for our thinking we were recording, and it turns out we weren't, was our Japanese lesson of the day.
Yeah.
So Emily just found out that the Japanese word for face is cow, and had quite a time with that.
It sounds really made up to me. I'm not sure if I believe it, to be honest. But here he is, looking it up to prove me wrong.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm refreshing chat.
Fine.
You'll just have to take my word for it.
Okay. I'm not sure if I trust your word, to be honest. I'm a little nervous about that.
Well, if 23 years of being related to me hasn't built enough trust, then I don't know what will.
You've done what you intended to. You made it so no one can trust you.
Well, that's true.
Okay, I feel like his shirt needs to be a little darker, so I'm just gonna cheat a little bit and do this. Although it's really not cheating. It's just me not wanting to. Am I on the wrong layer? I'm on the wrong layer.
That would do it.
I was like, it's not doing anything. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Okay, that way it will actually show up on the paper. And, now we get to figure out his tattoo.
This is gonna be the fun part.
It is. No, this is the thing I can actually find pictures of, at least. So that's something. But yeah, boy, those details. Why are there all these pictures of Scar from The Lion King? I specifically looked up Scar Fullmetal Alchemist, and it's not Anthro Scar, but he's still just, standing on his hind legs and making, the most seductive face ever. It's why are these pictures here?
That sounds like the Scar from The Lion King I remember.
Yeah, it's be prepared. Prepare for what? For my sass?
This summer, Pride Rock has a brand new meaning.
Rainbow up in the sky. Savannah. And all of the other characters are just the same, but Scar just walks on his
Scar is
legs.
just fabulous.
He's got an ascot.
Oh man.
I'm trying to think of some line from that movie that he says that can make really gay, and I can't think of any.
We'll come up with something here.
What does he say in that movie? I don't know. I never watched that movie and pay attention to Scar.
I mean, let's be honest here, though. His first exchange with Mufasa probably could stay the same, but just add an extra layer of sass. Because he was sassy. The temper. I wouldn't dream of challenging you. You always had the lion's share. I mean, he's sassy enough. Just
He is. How do you make it more fabulous, though?
the rainbow ascot.
No, it's a rainbow ascot now.
Oh yes, it's a rainbow ascot.
So here we have proof that Andrew is straight, is that he thinks that a gay man would wear a rainbow ascot. That would not go with any outfits.
It's the rainbow. It would go with every outfit. Thank you.
So sorry all you guys that were just really wanting to hit Andrew up for drinks. He clearly...
I clearly do not have the fashion sense for that.
Nope. I wonder if I can just look up scar tattoo. Scar
Probably.
tattoo. Okay, are you ready to get a bunch of tattoos of Scar from The Lion King? Oh no, it's just... Oh, scar tattooing's a thing. Oh, and it looks really painful. Okay.
Scar tattoo FMA.
There
Boom.
we go.
Found it.
No, that's great, but I need... Yes. There we go. There we go. Okay. A picture.
Huh.
This person went through, like, all the work of getting this tattoo, like, actually tattooed on their arm, but then, like, didn't do the weld mark, so it still looks wrong. And I feel kind of bad for him, to be honest. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch to a smaller thing here.
Switch to a detail brush.
Yeah. And then whoop. And then yeah. This doesn't look at all like it's supposed to.
I'm sure it'll look
it's
more
got,
like it as we keep going.
No, it won't. It'll look stupid. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is the part that's important. We've got, I did the feet too low. Okay, foot. And then arrow. And then we've got the band. That's what everyone thinks of when they think of Scar's tattoo. Because it's the only part that the author liked drawing, I think. Because it's in, like, every scene, but, like, you never see this top part. Which is why it was so hard to find a reference picture. Yeah. And we've got words. Yeah, look at those. Those words.
Those are real words?
Yeah. And then it goes, I'm not joking, you whoop, whoop.
It's more pointed than that, though.
Fine. Point, whoop, point, whoop.
That is
That
not
doesn't
the
look
evenest of whoops.
You know what?
There we go. There we... Ah, that's beautiful.
He is majestic. Okay, and then each one of these has like a little arrow person on it. I say person because it's got these little arms. They're beautiful. Little arm. Little arm. And then right here we got another thing. It's like whip, and then whip, and whip, and then whip. Okay.
Sweet.
We're done. There he is.
Do we technically need the tattoo on...
No. I'm gonna say that's spoilers.
Okay.
So, we do try to avoid spoilers here at Fantasm, because I hate it when we, like, mention that we're watching a show, and someone's like, oh, so did you get to the point where this person died? And I'm like, no, but thanks. Now I don't need to. I just don't even need to watch this. So, we try to be as spoiler-free as we can, but at the same time, there's some things we can't. Like, Undertale, we needed to do some of the end game characters, because they're, like, really important to the storyline.
Ah, that's very true.
I'm trying to be not specific just in case one of the 4 people?
6 total.
Oh, 6.
I don't know.
Cool. One of them's probably you.
Maybe.
And one's Brittany, but still. So, one of the 4 people in our viewership here might be one of the 4 people in the world who haven't played or heard the plot of Undertale. So I'm gonna try to not be too specific, but we tried to draw them in a way that if you hadn't played it, it wouldn't be a spoiler, I guess. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Makes sense. So
there is Scar.
Scar's looking
Yay.
good. And
now we can see how he looks next to Gluttony here. See their buddies. He's like, Scar, what you doing? And he's like, talk to me. And he's like, I'm so sad. And he walks away.
just like the real series.
Yeah, that's the plot basically.
Yeah,
everyone knows it's an unrequited love story between Scar and Gluttony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
well,
yeah, it's been...
we managed to do the 2 characters. We're going to stop the stream here because it's probably going to take everyone another half hour just to catch up.
That's true.
Apologies for that. We will get our metaphorical ducks in a row and our shits together so that everything will be ready for next week.
And if any of you want to see our live streams where we're trying to figure that out, I think maybe we'll just have Brittany draw the Fullmetal Alchemist characters she wanted to draw during that time.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll even do Armstrong.
We will figure something out there. But we will get it all together for next week. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us through this. I'll still stay on chat till the end and talk to all y'all. And we'll have everything ready for next week. You guys didn't get to hear the Japanese before, so I'll leave you with just a bit of Japanese, apologizing for our not togetherness. And yeah, 今回がうまくできてなくてすみませんでした。今回はうまくできるように頑張ります。じゃあまた来週一緒にライブしましょう。バイバイ。
Bye!